This reading begins with a blessing through emotional upheaval. An emotional storm is forming, and things may seem chaotic for a while, but as the storm subsides, a blessing is revealed. Respect all points of view, for we each view the world a little differently. Things are being shaken up for a good reason, and all involved will benefit. So if you're in the middle of an emotional upheaval right now and there are storms in your relationships or your life and it's been really challenging, I want you to know that you're going to be okay. Your guides want you to know that you're going to be okay through all of this. And that doesn't necessarily mean that things are going to go exactly as you planned. And it doesn't mean that everything will be comfortable. But what it does mean is that you're going to discover how resilient you are and also that life can surprise you. And like this card says, it may feel like this emotional upheaval that you're in right now, that only destruction is going to result, but there's a blessing at the end of this chaos, and it's going to be okay. And also I love that it says in this card that all involved will benefit. So you may be concerned about other people in this storm, but everything that is happening through this emotional upheaval is going to bring more awareness, more healing, more truth, and more love. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. And your guides also want you to remember to stay grounded through this storm. In the guidebook, this card reads, "A dream is like a seed held in our hand. It may contain infinite possibilities, but in order to grow, it must be planted." We may have all the right ideas, but to realize our potential, we must learn to anchor our visions into our bodies and bring our genuine presence into the moment in very real and grounded ways. Sometimes we can become so caught up in the projections of the future or recycled tapes of the past that our energy is literally absent from the moment we are in. Our mind pulls us this way, or our heart pulls us that, and our actions become scattered and ineffective. Like a tree whose roots are dug up each day, we have no chance to genuinely grow, build, and create what we desire. This card is an invitation to begin experiencing the energy of grounding by bringing our presence to the moment in the simplest ways. To start with, take time to be in nature, to walk barefoot on the grass, stomp your feet, and bring the energy down from your busy mind into your body. Notice what each of your senses experiences in each moment. Feel your feet grounded down and genuinely connect with the pulse of Mother Earth. Being grounded helps us feel stable and balanced in our life. It infuses our movements with a quiet strength and enables us to anchor our visions into physical form with practical, reliable action. So before you go sprinting down the path of far-off dreams, take time to be truly present with what is, right here and now. From this place of balanced connection, you have the capacity to manifest great dreams and desires. Who reaches greater heights than the deeply rooted tree? And this is fascinating. So through this emotional storm that you're going through, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments, but through this storm that you're going through, it's actually helping you, because when trees go through a storm, they actually deepen their roots as well. So this storm that you're going through is helping you figure out exactly where you stand, where you want to plant your roots, and how to deepen those roots in who you are. And that's really cool. And my guides also wanted me to share the lyrics from the song Welcome Home Son by Radical Face. And the lyrics they wanted me to highlight are, "All my nightmares escaped my head. Bar the door, please don't let them in. You were never supposed to leave." And I'm not sure how this is relevant to the storm you're in, but it may feel really chaotic because you have had to face your nightmares in this storm, and you've really had to you haven't been able to set boundaries with them, and so they have been surrounding you and causing chaos, but that's where this grounding energy is coming in to hold you close to yourself and help you remember yourself. And if you have forgotten yourself in this storm, because oftentimes we do, when we're going through emotional upheaval, it's very easy to forget ourselves, to become ungrounded, and then we make ungrounded actions and say things we don't mean. And so if you feel that in this storm, maybe you behaved in ways that were out of alignment with who you really are, and as you've returned to yourself, returned to nature, and kind of stepped back from the storm and given yourself time and a chance to spend time with yourself, and you realize that maybe you wanted to do things differently or say things differently, it's okay to say sorry. It's actually a really powerful thing to apologize and to make amends for any destruction that may have happened through this emotional upheaval. And that's bringing me back to the song. The title of the song is actually Welcome Home, Son. So as through this emotional upheaval, as these nightmares have escaped your head and kind of through a wrench and things possibly, your guides are welcoming you home. They are inviting you back home to yourself through this grounding card. And they're also asking you with the lyrics, bar the door, please don't let them in. They're asking you to set boundaries where you feel they need to be set. And with the lyrics, you were never supposed to leave. You were never supposed to betray your truth, to betray who you are, and to betray, yourself in any way in this storm. And I actually feel that the greatest blessing of this storm, because this card talks about blessings unfolding even in the chaos, is that you've been able to return to yourself. And that's really beautiful. And so your guides are welcoming you home to yourself, and so am I. Welcome home.